Did you know that the average American home has over 300,000 items in it? And yet, 80% of what we own is rarely used. These numbers might surprise you, but they highlight a major problem. We're surrounded by stuff, but we don't really need it. Minimalism is all about simplifying your life. It's about having fewer things, but making sure the things you have truly matter. I'm not talking about living in an empty house with only a chair and a lamp. It's about being intentional with your possessions, your time, and your energy. In this video, I'll take you through how minimalism has changed the way I live. You'll learn how decluttering your space can boost your mental health, why saying no is one of the most powerful things you can do, and how minimalism can even help you manage your money better. It's not about deprivation, it's about freedom. Stay tuned for tips, strategies, and a new way of thinking that could transform your life. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Chapter 2. Decluttered, not empty. My philosophy of space. One of the simplest ways I've embraced minimalism is by curating my home environment. It's not just about getting rid of things, it's about creating a space that feels calm, functional, and inspiring. Studies show that our environment significantly impacts our mood and productivity. In fact, research from Princeton University suggests that clutter can actually make it harder for us to focus. For me, it starts with the idea of only keep what adds value. If an item doesn't serve a purpose or bring me joy, it has to go. I keep my furniture and decor simple, opting for neutral tones and versatile pieces that can be moved around. This creates flexibility in my space and allows me to change things up without acquiring more stuff. I've also discovered the magic of open shelving. Instead of stuffing everything behind closed doors, I display only the items that truly mean something to me. It's about intentionally choosing what to showcase and what to store away. A study by the National Sleep Foundation found that a clean and organized bedroom helps improve sleep quality. This is something I can personally vouch for. When my bedroom is tidy, I feel more relaxed and can sleep better. I also rely on a minimalist approach to technology in my home. Fewer gadgets and fewer cords make a noticeable difference in reducing distractions and maintaining a peaceful environment. Another tip I love is keeping surfaces clear. Whether it's the kitchen counter or my desk, having fewer items on display instantly makes a space feel less cluttered. You'd be surprised how much this small change can boost your mood and focus. In fact, a study from the University of California found that people in cluttered environments experience higher levels of stress. Creating a minimalist space is a powerful tool for combating that stress. I also try to follow the one in, one out rule, where if I bring something new into my home, I get rid of something else. It keeps things from piling up and helps me stay committed to simplicity. The key to a minimalist home is finding what works for you and embracing that sense of freedom. Over time, I've realized that a clean, curated space isn't just about aesthetics, it's about creating an environment where I can thrive. If you're enjoying these ideas so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got even more tips coming your way. Chapter 3. Simplicity in my routine. Time is my most valuable asset. Explore how simplifying your daily routine has drastically changed your life. From morning habits to evening rituals, show your viewers how less complexity in daily tasks leads to more productivity, joy, and creativity. The average person spends over 2 hours a day on their phone. Imagine how much more we could do if we simply reduced distractions. I've found that by cutting out the excess, my days feel less stressful. It starts with a simple morning routine. Instead of rushing around, I've carved out time for quiet reflection, a cup of tea, and a short walk. This sets a calm tone for the day ahead. A study by the American Psychological Association found that people with morning routines report higher levels of happiness and well-being. I've also reduced the number of tasks I commit to each day. Instead of trying to do everything, I focus on the top 3 things that really matter. This method, known as time blocking, has increased my productivity and allowed me to spend more time on what's important, like personal growth and relationships. As Marie Kondo says in The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, the question of what you want to own is actually the question of how you want to live your life. By simplifying my routine, I've become more present and engaged in each moment. I now have the time and energy to pursue my passions without feeling overwhelmed. And trust me, you can too. If you want more strategies for a simple life, make sure to subscribe and join us as we move forward. Chapter 4. The Only What I Love Wardrobe. Minimalist fashion choices instead of a typical capsule wardrobe. I've embraced minimalism in my fashion choices. This is one of my favorite aspects of minimalist living. I realized that most of the clothes I had were just taking up space. A study by Psychology Today reveals that clutter can overwhelm us, making it hard to focus. That's why I decided to build a wardrobe based on love, utility, and personal expression, rather than trends and excess. I started by evaluating each item in my closet. Does it fit? Do I love it? Does it serve a purpose? If not, it was out. By sticking to classic, versatile pieces that I truly enjoy, I've not only simplified my life but also found my own style. Now, I can mix and match with ease and never feel like I have nothing to wear. The freedom that comes from owning less clothing is surprising. Studies from the University of Minnesota show that people who own fewer clothes often feel more confident. My wardrobe now consists of pieces that I can wear every day, no matter the season. This simplicity has not only saved me time but also reduced my environmental footprint. I challenge you to take a step back and look at your wardrobe. Is it full of things you truly love? Or is it filled with things you feel obligated to wear? By minimizing your wardrobe, you might just discover a whole new sense of freedom. Chapter 5. Mindful Consumption. Curating my digital life. Minimalism isn't just about the physical world, it's about the digital world too. Think about it. We spend hours every day on our phones, scrolling through endless feeds and battling notifications. The average person checks their phone more than 150 times a day. That's a lot of wasted time. I decided to curate my digital life just like my physical space. I began by decluttering my phone. I deleted apps I didn't need, unsubscribed from unnecessary email lists, and set boundaries around my screen time. This allowed me to focus more on what mattered, like meaningful conversations and deep work. A study by the University of California found that people who reduce digital distractions are 30% more productive. I also created digital declutter days, where I spend a few hours cleaning up old files and organizing my inbox. This simple act reduces the mental clutter that can build up from constant digital overload. By intentionally curating my digital environment, I've been able to reclaim hours of my life each week. Reducing digital clutter has given me more time to connect with the real world, and it's one of the most freeing aspects of minimalism. Chapter 6. Minimalist Mindset. The art of saying no to the noise in a world full of endless distractions. Learning to say no has been one of my most powerful minimalist strategies. It's a concept I first encountered in Greg McKeown's book Essentialism, where he explains how saying no to non-essential activities frees up space for what truly matters. It's not always easy, but the benefits are undeniable. In fact, the Harvard Business Review found that people who are selective with their time and commitments tend to have lower stress levels and higher satisfaction. Saying no isn't just about rejecting requests, it's about protecting my time, energy, and mental bandwidth. If something doesn't align with my core values or long-term goals, it doesn't make it into my schedule. I used to feel guilty about turning down invitations or opportunities, but I've come to understand that by saying no to the wrong things, I'm saying yes to the right ones. One strategy I've adopted is to set boundaries early. Whether it's in my work, social life, or personal commitments, I've learned to be upfront about my limits. If I can't commit to something, I simply say, I'm not available, without over-explaining. This has not only protected my time but also boosted my confidence. It's amazing how much energy and clarity you can gain from practicing the art of saying no. It's not about being rude or avoiding responsibility, it's about choosing your commitments wisely. The more I say no, the more room I have to say yes to what truly matters. If you found these insights helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Minimalism is a journey, and there's so much more to explore. Thanks for watching.